Hi, I'm here today with Brad Wills at Schneider Electric. Brad, welcome.
Thanks.
So today we want to talk about decarbonization and electrification, demand-side energy management, and energy monitoring.
Decarbonization obviously is important for us to reach our goals as a planet around climate change. And what a lot of folks don't realize, when they think about CO2 emissions, they instantly think about, big smokestacks and factories and whatnot. But what they don't realize is that 34% of that carbon is actually coming from homes in the United States. So it is a significant footprint for our CO2 emissions, and one that's actually growing because of, the work from home movement has shifted a lot of folks that used to use that energy at their office. They're now not only using that energy at their home, but they're also losing the opportunity for setbacks of their HVAC because now they're home, right? So that 34%, I anticipate that's going to start to creep up toward 40% over time, just because of the work from home movement. And then from an energy monitoring standpoint, I think the evolution of the smart meter has been really interesting to see. Homeowners now with smart meters are able to go to their utility and sign in and see, okay, yes, there's my total usage today, but that's it. Where am I using it, right? So with the solutions we're providing now, we're providing that granularity that allows them to see, no, here's exactly where I'm using it. And really, in a lot of ways, debunking the myth of it's the lights, it's not the lights, right? It's the HVAC, it's your dryer, your oven, and some of those other loads. So just, giving the homeowners the ability to see where am I actually using my energy and when am I using it is going to give them a lot of capability to just make simple behavior changes and save energy that way.
Tell me about some of the trends that you're seeing in demand-side energy management and energy monitoring.
This is going to be a really exciting space going forward in terms of, we think about managing demand, and that typically is more on the commercial industrial side of our segments because they're big users. Any individual home is a small user. So there hasn't been a practical way until now to say, how do I aggregate that? How do I take a whole community and turn it into a virtual power plant? And now with the evolution of technologies that we're seeing in the marketplace, that can happen, and businesses are starting to pop up that are serving as a virtual power plant. So they're going out to communities and they're providing technology that allows them to, first of all, just see what the usage is, but more importantly, cut that back, curtail that, and have an agreement with that homeowner that says, hey, I'll give you this technology. In some cases, it may involve a great deal on their solar system and give them the ability then to come back and say, okay, in exchange for that, I get to curtail your uses at certain points. And now that company can aggregate that and take that back to utility and say, I can cut X kilowatts, megawatts from your demand within almost instantaneous time period, right? Which allows the utilities then to not turn on their peaker plants, which are more costly from both a financial standpoint as well as a CO2 emission standpoint.
Very interesting. So, there's a clear connection between what you're talking about and reaching our climate goals. But talk a little bit more about how this type of kind of interaction, load management, demand-side energy management actually helps to improve the occupant or homeowner experience.
Yeah, so I think, in the past, some of these demand response programs of the past were pretty blunt, right? The utility had a device to turn off the HVAC or turn off the electric water heater, etc. Now it's a little bit more elegant in that it allows with the technology we have now, through smart thermostats and load control, we can pre-cool home earlier in the morning and then allow it to drift during the peak, right? We can use that to set back a temperature instead of just turning it off, which that really enhances the homeowner's experience and really their acceptance of someone else controlling their electrical usage, right? So I think over time, what you're going to see is that companies that are offering to manage your energy are going to morph into, I'm going to manage your energy, but I'm going to manage your comfort. I'm going to make this simple for you so that you don't have to think about it and you won't be inconvenienced, right? And that's going to be a major change in the homeowner's mindset of, oh, I'm not giving up control. I am paying for convenience, right? So that I don't have to become the operational manager, facility manager of my home. I can just live in it and enjoy it, which is what I want to do as a homeowner.
So enhancing comfort, reducing costs, and increasing convenience. It's a pretty great value proposition. Tell us a little bit more specifically about what Schneider Electric is doing in terms of your suite of solutions to solve for.
It's quite frankly, it's inevitable that the electrical distribution system of the home is going to be connected. And as a result of being connected, we can do so many things now for the homeowner. So we have technology that allows the homeowner to see not only what their energy usage is within plus or minus 2% of a utility grade meter, but they can see all the way down at a device level. They can see my HVAC, I can see my dishwasher, I can see my coffee maker, right? And the brilliance of it is it doesn't require anyone to do commissioning. It is simply technology that once installed is a learning technology and uses AI machine learning to see that usage and to report it to you. So again, very little effort up front to start and use it, but it has a robustness about it in that you don't have, as you change what's in your home, you don't have to go back and say, oh, I need to add this device to the system, right? It's going to see that and tell you, no, we see it, here it is, and here's how much you're using. And then what's really exciting from that, just from beyond the pure energy side, is, okay, if I can see what's on or off at any given time, I can see if abnormal things are happening in the home. So we have users that are actually using it so that they can see their parents' coffee maker go on every morning. And that's their sign that, okay, my parents are okay. They got up and started the coffee maker, right? So the implications of that data that can be harvested from the electrical distribution center to solve so many other problems beyond energy usage is just really exciting. And I think, the other aspect of that is you can begin to see those things, and it's in a lot less obtrusive way. It's not a video, it's not an audio feed, it's something much more subtle that I think will make people a lot more comfortable if that makes them feel better, right? But I don't have a camera sticking there in my face. So the implications of how it can be used going forward is just really exciting for us.
So as we shift to full-scale decarbonization and electrification, clearly renewable energy, smart energy systems are pivotal, but one of the bottlenecks to scaling up to renewable energy systems has been storage and storage costs. But with your system, not only do you tap into storage, but you can offer multiple energy sources in any given home. That's one of my favorite of your system. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so what we've done with the introduction of the Energy Center, I guess the best analogy is, we used to live in this world with a one-way street, meaning we have a grid and we had power coming from a utility to our house, and that was it, simple one-way road. Then, as time went by, people started adding generators. So now all of a sudden that needed to be a two-way road that is regulated and make sure it's safe, but still like one road. Now, though, we're talking about, I've got a grid, maybe I have a generator, maybe I have a battery, maybe I have a new Ford F-150 Lightning that I'm going to use to charge my house, right? So as well as solar. So I've got all those different systems or sources of power. So it's really kind of like we're moving away from a simple 2-lane road to an interstate highway system. And all that's coming into the house, and it has to be managed safely and in conjunction. So we have created a solution that allows all those sources to come in and be managed in a safe way. And then with the connected technology, allow the user to simply manage which source they want to use and when. And also just basically future-proof the home. So the Energy Center allows for provision for a generator. It's a split bus system, so you don't need a backup panel. So when you put it in, you're essentially already putting in a backup panel. So even if you're not bringing all those sources of power in at that time, by putting in the Energy Center, you are future-proofing your home for a time in which you decide you do want to do that. You're not going to have to really disrupt the home. You're not going to be tearing up the walls and whatnot in order to retrofit these solutions into the home. It's going to be more simple, buy a generator, plug it into the generator interlock that's already in the Energy Center, and you're off and running.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brad. Well, thank you so much to you for the work that you are doing to come up with innovative solutions to make our homes and our built environment smarter, more resilient, more sustainable. And thank you also to Schneider Electric for just being on the leading edge of innovation. We really enjoy working with you and appreciate all of the incredible solutions you're providing to the marketplace.
No, and thank you. I think, the forum you're providing us to get the word out, because this is not a category of product that builders or consumers, for that matter, really think about being smart and connected. And so just helping those audiences understand that there's real value in this solution being connected, and really helping them simplify their life going forward around how they use energy. It's a great opportunity for us, and I really appreciate it.